All right, see if I can get this to work. It's delayed as usual. Come on now. My goodness. Maybe it'll start working here in just a minute. There we go, finally. Man. I think it's working now. Or it says it is, rather. Hello, Fred. So we got somebody in here at least. This live, I tell you, I complain every week about this because it's hard to make it work for some reason. It takes forever for it to kick on. Looks like it's working now. 40-some people jumped on here, so good deal. Oh, hello, Danny. So sorry if I sound like crap tonight. I got a terrible head cold, man. I've had a head cold here for about 3 days. Me and the wife and Bruno, everybody's got it. So Jerry's in Piney Flats. I was in Piney Flats on Friday. All right, I think it's working now. Good deal. So we got April with us, got Al, got Bruce, got Amanda, Johnny's Mill, got Jerry. Labor Day. Labor Day's tomorrow. I forgot all about that. My goodness, I tell you what. All the days just run together anymore, I swear. It seems like they just run together. Rome, Georgia, Mr. Buck is with us there. How's it going with that mean rooster? Well, it's going. I got to keep an eye on him, though. I don't trust him for nothing. Excuse me. He has definitely got my number, I tell you what. All right, so super chat there. First one of the night from Mark. Mark, thank you very much. Hope you have a great, safe Labor Day. Me too. I tell you, I've been sick all weekend. I got a terrible head cold. Bruno brought it home from school on Thursday, and me and the wife, we all three have it. It's awful. Sore throat and everything, I tell you. It's a heck of a time to be sick. I got more stuff to do than I can get accomplished here lately. I ain't got time to be sick. But thank you very much, Mark, for the super chat. I tell you, he does that every week. I tell you what. Good people there. Got Danny with us in Iowa. Got William in Spotsylvania, if I said that right, Virginia. Never heard that place before. Did you see where some sawmills are closing? I have not. Which ones are you talking about? Sawmills are closing. None have closed around here, but we don't have a lot around here anyways, so. Got Mark with us up in Michigan, Brian in North Carolina. It's like Cherryville. If I'm saying that right. Got almost 100 people on here. Not too bad. Not too bad for a little live here. Got Omaha with us in the chat. Make sure I didn't miss anything here. Got William up in Fredericksburg as well. Let me see here. We have a super chat, guys, from Richard Abel. Second super chat of the night, 556. Thank you very much, Richard. Looks like he's had some rough times there. ER visit, knee replaced. Man, get well soon there, bud. That's rough stuff right there. But most people that have their knee replaced, it seems like they're a lot better off afterwards. My mom had both her knees done, and she's a lot better off now, so. Hopefully you'll be on the mend there. So you got David with us in California, Kent in Ontario. Money Pit Homestead, they're always with us here. Money Pit Homestead is with us here. We're doing okay there, Homestead. We're all sick. We got this sinus cold that's going around. I tell you, all three, me and the wife and Bruno, we all three got it. It's been a miserable past few days, put it that way. Kathy Dickerson in Louisiana. Let me know if you want to deal on a Subaru. I can get you the friends and family deal. Thank you for the offer there, Tom. I appreciate that. Almost called you to break me out. Yeah, I wouldn't be good in the hospital myself. I would not do good in somewhere like that. I would get stir crazy. I hate hotel rooms. I hate going and traveling and staying in a hotel room. I can't stand that. So I'm sure a hospital will be worse than that, more than likely. All right, so homemade chicken soup, probably a good idea. I had spaghetti today, probably not the best thing for that, but it was good. Got Mary Lott with us here in the group chat. How many people's in here? 116 people, good deal. I was debating on doing this tonight because I feel like crap, to be honest with you, but I thought I'd go on here for about half an hour to keep this going. The new baler, yes, sure did. You guys will see that sometime this week, not sure when. Not sure when though, but sooner than later. We finally have a baler here at the farm. Have you been able to get electricity to the pole barn? No, sir. Got Roy Smith down in Crossville. James Harris says make some chicken soup at the Rooster. Liverpool, New York there, Mr. Slud Snickers. No electricity at the pole barn, not yet. So I called the power company to come out. And they send out their engineers. And they do like a little drawing to tell you where to put your pole and all that. They've not come out yet because they don't get no hurry. We've had a water leak. I'm down here in the log cabin here where my office is, and in this small little house. And there's a water leak out here at the road on the meter side, which means it's the city's responsibility. And the front yard's been wet since February. They still haven't fixed it. Around here, utility workers don't get in a hurry unless it's overtime, I found. They like for it to break in odd hours, it seems like. Mary, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you. Got somebody in Florida. Got Florida Jack with us. Good deal. The Wi-Fi cameras, I do. I think it's EUFY. That was a sponsored video. They gave me that camera, but I still use it all the time. Works really good. They want me to do another one, but those sponsored videos, I'm not a fan of them, to be honest with you. Are you going to pour cement under their sawmill in the pole barn? Eventually, yes. Just not sure when. I've spent a lot of money this year, guys. A lot of money here recently on that barn and some equipment, and I'm probably tapped out for the year, to be honest with you, unless I hit the lottery. But I don't play the lottery, so there's no chance of that happening. Outdoors with Larry and Robin checking in there. Hello there, Larry and Robin. Whichever one it is, or maybe it's both of you. Look over my voice here, guys. I got a terrible cold. I tell you, it's wearing me out. I got to drive to Gatlinburg in the morning, too. Man. I am not looking forward to that. I'll be wore out. So if you see me in Gatlinburg tomorrow, if I don't shake your hand, then you know why. I don't want to make you sick. But gotta head over there tomorrow. Good evening from somewhere. I don't know where that is there, Gary. A concrete attachment for skid load. I actually have a mud mixer attachment for pouring concrete. But due to my ankle injury the week before, I've not got to use that just yet. But I do have a machine to pour concrete with. It's called a mud mixer. So I'm going to be using that to do some small pours. Nothing huge, just some small pours. But I have seen that attachment for the skid loader. It looks pretty neat. 150 people on here. Not too bad, I guess. Kelly Harper down in Georgia. I'm saying Georgia. Yeah, it says Georgia. My monitor, guys, look over me here. This monitor is different from what you guys see, and I have a hard time seeing this screen right here. Got Dennis with us in Illinois. Some people from Indiana. Black Rifle Coffee. Yes, Richard, I'll probably go through the drive-thru tomorrow. Got Mr. Bond with us up in Indiana. They're out there. That Mr. Bond has turned into a sawmill guy. I tell you what. He is a busy man up in Indiana. He's got him a brand new LT40 up there. I don't blame him. Looks like he's got some help too. He's got his nieces up there helping him run that thing. Hope you and your mother are doing well there, Mr. Bond. Surprised you got time to get on here. It looks like you've been sawing just about every day. You saw more than I do. But here lately, I've been doing a lot of farming. I ain't done much sawing at all here lately. The Wild West Mill up in Canada is with us. Do you keep the cats out of the... Yes. I do not like indoor cats. We used to have indoor cats at our previous home. And when we moved here, we got rid of the indoor cats came with us, but we put them outside. And I remember the old house going in there when the furniture was gone, and there was just cat litter and dust just everywhere. Everywhere. You didn't see it till the furniture was gone. So therefore, I am not a fan of inside cats because of the litter and the hair. I think I would never do it again. I do have inside dogs though. I got I got a pit bull in the house and a chihuahua, and they get along just fine. Got Franklin with us. Looks like Michigan Standard Living. Good evening, love the pole barn. Thank you very much there. I appreciate that. We have a super chat here, guys, from John. And John, you'll be proud of me. Me and the wife went down to the post office box the other day. Actually, I was cutting hay, and she went down there because I told her that you sent something. And I've not been down there in 2 months. And we got your package. Thank you very much. It will be going down here in my office, and it will stay in here forever. But it was a pretty cool story there about that little nail, or not the nail, but the railroad. You know what I'm talking about. But thanks for sending that, John. It was pretty neat right there. I think my wife wrote you a thank you later. You'll probably get that in the mail soon. Let me see here. But thank you for the super chat, John. I really appreciate that. John is a longtime supporter of the channel. I got to meet him last year at the Paul Bunyan show. He drove down from, if I remember right, Massachusetts, I think. I think he's from Massachusetts. I could be wrong. But anyways, yep, good deal. I'm right. Good deal. I usually am. But anyways, you coming down this year, John? I think I'll be there on Saturday of this year. Watching any college football? Yeah, so I've been sick for the past 3 days, and yesterday I didn't hit a lick at nothing. Nothing. I just sat around the house all day trying to get better, to heal up this sore foot that's been hurt for like 2 weeks. Not that I'm a whiner, and et cetera, et cetera. But I watched a lot of football yesterday, actually. A whole lot of football. Old Ohio Angler. There's the dates of the Bunyan show. Okay, I'll be there Saturday, which is October the 5th. Okay, that's right, the 5th. And I'll be at the Woodmiser tent with the Woodmiser guys. But I'm still not sure what time. I'm not sure what day I'm going. I don't know if I'm going to go Friday or Saturday morning. I need to decide that and let them guys in Indianapolis know, I guess. So, John says, missing it this year because my daughter's coming up from Tampa that weekend. Totally understandable. I just want to bring her with you there, John. So I look forward to meeting both of you. I understand, John. We have a super chat from Rita Bond. Okay, guys. So Rita Bond is the wife of Jeff Bond, who's a sawyer up in Indiana. And she is a very long time supporter of the channel. Very long time. That's terrible English right there. She's a long time supporter of the channel. That's his mother. And Rita, if you're watching, I'm sure you are. Thank you very much for spending your inheritance on super chats. It's well spent down here in Tennessee. It all goes toward diesel for all these machines I have running down here. But that's just good humor. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. All right. So I said, wife, Mr. Bond, I'm sick as a dog. My temperature is 100, and I've had a head cold. And so look over me. It's your mother. Sorry, not your wife. Sorry. I misspoke right there. My goodness. Okay. There goes all my super chats from You Have Bagwell's Memory. There goes all my future super chats from Mr. Bond. I'll never see another dollar from him. Joe Main is with us down in South Georgia. So we got Joe Main there with us as well. I'm not sure if Joe will be at Paul Bunyan this year or not. I'll talk to him this week about that. So he's came the past 2 years. Depends on what he's doing. He's got a lot of stuff going on this time of year. Let me see here. Tennessee Vols have a great team this year. We will see. They looked good yesterday, but they played a high school team. So I don't know. I mean, I pulled for the Vols. I pulled for them since I was a little kid, but we'll have to see what happens. Let me see here. I've been suffering from poison ivy. Man, I did a lot of poison on me, but I've had this cold since Thursday, and it's kicking my tail. I tell you, it's been a rough few days. Got Richard with us in New Zealand. You Have Bagwell's Memory. You're right about that. I need to call Mr. Bagwell. I need to see what he's doing down there in Georgia. James Harris says you should introduce your wife sometime. The reason you guys don't see my wife on my videos and will never, ever, ever see her on the channel is because she don't want to be on video. It's totally her choice, not mine. So you'll never see her, to be honest with you. But she may be going to Paul Bunyan with me this year. I don't know. She said something about going this year, so we'll see if that happens. So if you go to Paul Bunyan, she may be there. But you'll never see her on the channel. She just does not want to be on camera. So that's her wishes, and that's what we do. So why she doesn't want to be on camera, I have no idea. It's, you know, some people don't want to be videoed, I guess. Got Walter with us from Georgia. Hello there, Walter. What's going on down there? A lot of Georgia people on here tonight. Let me see here. This entire country does not have one tree for sawing or milling. Hi from Nevada. Ah, I bet you don't. Never been out there before in that area. I've been to Las Vegas. That's about it. ABM Farm. Hello there, neighbor. Weber City. Okay, you are my neighbor. You're just right over the mountain from. You're just right over Bays Mountain from me there, pretty much. 450 roll belt. That's what it is. You're exactly right about that. Mark, you're right as well. I've got somebody with from Nashville here. Nashville. I ain't been to Nashville in a long time. In a long time. A long way from Cali. It is. It's a pretty good show. They have some cool stuff there. I'll probably get there a day early and just walk around and look at stuff because there's a lot of stuff there to see. So, real quick message here from our sponsor. Tonight's video was sponsored by me. So if you want to support your sponsor, which is me, buy a Barn Raising t-shirt. It has a pocket on it and you can't beat it. So there's a little word from our sponsor, which is me. I sponsor my own videos, I guess. So a lot of you guys have bought that shirt and I really appreciate it. So if you haven't bought one, there's a link. You can go check it out. I've actually bought 5 of them myself and sent them out to people. Good morning, Kenneth in the United Kingdom. Any ball caps? Yes, there's hats on there actually. Let me look here for a second. I will take care of you right there. Let me see what that is. Okay, so if you want a hat, there you go. We got you covered with a hat. Got you a hat. Got somebody from Harold and Kenta Sawmill in Oklahoma. Never been to Oklahoma before. Got Matt's with us as well. The city has grown so much, Nashville's gotten expensive. I've not been there in a long time. I had a friend there a few weeks ago, and he said it was a lot different. He said it was pretty wild downtown. So the older I get, the more I want to be away from any kind of chaos or any kind of crowds. The rooster's still around, John, but I don't know for how long because he keeps on giving me the evil eye. So I don't know. Another wall in the pole barn. No, the pole barn's done as far as walls go. We don't get real cold winters down here, guys. An average winter day down here is about 35 degrees. It snowed one time last year. It was like maybe a half inch. So we don't get no cold winters down here. You know, the winters are really mild. So, you know, it's very rare that we have a day where it don't get above 20 degrees. You know, every day in the winter, it starts out 15 in the morning, then by lunchtime, it's 35 or 40. So, excuse me. Excuse me. But, so therefore, we're going to leave it open on those other sides. But that could change. You never know. You never know. Killinger's with us. Hello, Chris. My good buddy Chris up there in Ohio is with us. Now, Chris may be at the Paul Bunyan show this year. I don't know if he's going to be there or not. He hasn't decided yet. So that's the guy who makes the suspenders for us, in case you're wondering who that is. And no, he's not making suspenders right now. When he does make them, I'll let you guys know. Rename the rooster Casserole. So, okay. All right. So we have a super chat from Joe the Farmer. Look you there, guys. Joe the Farmer is with us. Joe is also a TYM guy. He is, I lost my monitor, my goodness. Where's it at? I got 3 screens. There it is. So, anyways, Joe is out in Middle Tennessee, close to Nashville, and he's trying to be TYM tractor there a few weeks ago. Joe the Farmer. Thank you very much there for the super chat, Joe. Some fuel for the sawmill. I know I need that. I'm getting low on diesel. I went through a lot of diesel in the past week. A whole lot of diesel. Whole lot of diesel. But anyways, go check out Joe's channel. And I'm going to throw a link in here in the chat. So go check it out there. That's Joe the Farmer. Can you explain why you're not a fan of the pith and slabs, or what does it do? So the pith is the juvenile core of a log or a tree. It's very unstable, has knot clusters, and it cracks. It's usually the first 5 to 15 years of growth. That's why we call it the juvenile core. And that's the direct middle of the tree. And those and you always have pin knots in there, and it's just junk. It won't dry correctly because the grain is in a circle. It's not a cathedral pattern. So the pith is pretty much, if you go if you go look at a wooden pallet, it's usually sawed out of pith wood because that's the part of the log that's the lowest value that the sawmill don't want, that they'll sell off to a pallet mill to be cut into boards for a pallet because it's cheap. So I hope that made sense to you there. It is the junk in the middle. It's the junk in the middle, put it that way. Matt says, I like the pole barn. Appreciate that. Good evening from Alabama. Mr. Jimmy B is with us. Your favorite YouTube channels, not about sawmills. I don't watch any sawmills on YouTube because it's what I do. It would kind of, and if you think that's odd, it's kind of like my previous profession back here that I've done for 15 years. You know, when I've done this job, I didn't come home and watch cops on TV, you know, because that's all you do. You don't want to see it when you're off. So I watch tractor channels. I love tractors. I've always been a big tractor fan. I love all kinds of farming equipment. So I watch, I like the Millennial Farmer, uh, the Welkers, all those farming channels, the Big Power Tractor, Big Power something, where he just goes out and films tractors. I watch a lot of tractor videos. Oh, I could just sit there and watch a tractor run with a good cameraman, and just watch it run in the field all day, and I'm tickled to death. But a lot of farming videos. That's what I watch the most of. Let me see here. We have a super chat from Florida Jack. My goodness, $50. Florida Jack, thank you very much. I appreciate that. That will buy me a lot of diesel this week, actually. So thank you very much there, Mr. Jack. That puts our super chat total just about to 200. So thank you guys very much. Very generous tonight. I really appreciate you guys. Got Dan Mayer. Hello there, Dan. How's it going? I recognize that avatar right there every time I see it pop up. Let me see here. If I miss your question or comment, look over me. I can't see them all, and I'll try to answer as many as I can. Yeah, I don't watch Cop Show either. Don't listen to Scanners. No, I don't. I was tied to a radio for a long time. I'll never be tied to one again if I can help it. Okay, the Wild West Mill. So they're talking about that pallet wood and the pith. They would have a lot more knowledge on that than me because they're doing it every single day. So they're talking about low grade lumber, like your logs that have lots of knots that are low grade, your pith, your cants. A lot of pallet mills will buy those because they can get them cheap. I mean, they can get them super. I think the pallet mill up here for a cant, like a 6x6 or an 8x8 with a pith in it, they'll pay like 20 cents a board foot or something. And that's how they make their money off that cheap stuff. And they make a pallet that everybody needs. So it's a win-win for everybody. My wife says she knows someone who can watch tractors. I do, man. I tell you, when it comes to farm tractors, I love them. I go to tractor shows around here. I mean, that's always something I've enjoyed is tractors, being around them and watching them work. And I wish I had more of them. And I'm going to before it's over with. I tell you what, I'm gonna have to build myself another barn if I get all the tractors I want eventually. But I need an older antique one. These new ones are fun, but I think I need to add an older one here to the channel, to the lineup. Something old. I ran that Ford back when we cut hay in June. And man, I liked running that Ford. That was a really, really fun tractor to drive around all day. It was funner than the new ones, in my opinion. Go have to get me another one of those tractors, or get me one of those older tractors. A nice old farm all, John. You're exactly right. Just a few acres. That's another guy that I watch. Pete. He uses those old farm alls and international tractors. Man, I love watching those work. The back meadow and the plans for the cattle. The cattle plan is getting very serious. I'm probably going to buy fencing in the next 2 weeks. And since temperatures are starting to cool off in Tennessee, finally, it's been so hot here. It was 96 Saturday. We're going to start doing the fencing over here and getting ready to have some cows, so I can really feel like a farmer then, have some cows. So I can really tell people I'm a farmer then. I make my own hay and I got cows. I guess that makes it official. Had a crank start to pull a house off a fountain. I tell you, you're right, John. I ran that Ford back in June on that video when we was cutting hay, if you saw that. And man, that tractor was just unreal how strong it was. Just had so much power. Got to get me one of those old tractors. Kenneth, we're probably going to do the, excuse me. We're probably going to do the Dexter cows, because you can put more on those per acre because they're smaller. And since this farm is not a giant farm, I mean we have we have 21 acres, but all of it's pasture, so you know I can put more on it that way. And I still need to cut a lot of hay as well. So got Larry Davenport with us there. Hello, Larry. You're not too far from us. A young fellow had my 5th grade class at church is now a team sport cop. Dang, I'm old. Yeah. And there's a pretty good chance I don't know who he is. I used to know every one of those guys when I left down there, but there's been a lot of people retired since then. 731 Woodworking. I'll check him out. Never heard of him. Dexter's a great choice, and they're popular. They're very popular here. There's a lot of Dexters around. I'll have no trouble finding some of them, but they are kind of expensive. The 4-sided molder, yes. Man, I went to my wood shop on Thursday, and I've not been in the woodworking barn 5 times this summer, maybe not even that. We've been so busy with this new property here. It's just been crazy. I went in there, and there was waspers, or wasp, whatever you want to call them. Chris tells me I shouldn't call them waspers. There was wasp bees all over the ceiling. I was infested with them, so I'd go get some bombs and set them off this morning to kill them all. They were all over the place. See here. James, what about the Wood Yoda, Robert Milton? Actually, no, but anything Robert teaches on his videos, it's probably something I've already asked him about. When it comes to sawmilling, it's hard to beat him. He's got a lot of knowledge in that head he is. Whenever I get stuck on something, I call him or Jake every time. Sometimes both of them. Yeah, 4630 and 4610 Ford. Excuse me. There's ABM Farm. I found one for like $5,000 down in Greene County. I just about bought it the other day, but I bought something else, so I didn't buy it. But man, those are gold right there. I'm looking for a sickle mower right now. If you got one, I'd like to get me a sickle mower for mowing these creek beds. The flail mower doesn't do a good enough job. So I'm thinking about getting me a sickle mower to put on that mid-sized tractor I got. Try some of the mini Dexters. I just might. See, I need to wrap this up here, guys. I've been on here for about half an hour, but I gotta get some stuff done because I gotta head out of town in the morning for a few hours. Have you ever thought about longer videos? How long are you thinking there, Larry? That interests me. How long are you thinking? Let me see here. About an hour. I don't know. My last few videos have all been almost 40 minutes. And they take me about 8 hours to edit those. I'm not sure if I could do an hour and not go crazy sitting there staring at this computer. It takes so long to edit. If I did an hour-long video, it would take me 12 hours to edit it probably. I don't know if anybody would want to watch that or not. ABM Farm, I've got one. Are you still using it? Is it something that you still use? Or I found a Ford over in Chucky. They want $400 for it. I thought about going over and buying it this week. Mark, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Money Pit Homestead, well, thank you very much, but I just share stuff that's been shared with me, and we all learn together. Let me see here. Cricket says, good tip on white oak for new sawyer. It's very springy. Cricket, Cricket, answer me this. Is the diameter of that white oak about 12 inches? On the small end, I bet it is. Or maybe no more than 14 inches. I bet it's a smaller one. Well, thanks for watching, Larry. I don't know if I can make an hour-long video or not, but I will definitely try it one day. So, man, an hour-long video. That's a lot of editing right there. I've got two, and if you buy one, make sure you get a belt drive, not a Pitman. Okay, the one I looked at's a Ford, so I think it's belt driven. $400. I should probably go buy it. Probably not a bad deal. Can't handle much bigger, 13 to 14. Yeah, when you do a small log and there's a lot of when there's a lot of tension in a log and it starts springing up on your boards, there's a lot of internal stress in there. It could have grown on a hillside, or it's got a lot of juvenile cordwood in there because it's small. So when you start seeing those slabs or boards spring up on the ends, flip your cants 180 degrees and try to relieve that stress on the other sides. So if you cut a board there, Cricket, and the board lifts up, flip your cant, take another board, flip your cant, take another board. Try to go all the way around that log, and that will relieve some of the stress. Maybe it doesn't do it all the time, but there's a chance it could relieve some of that stress. It does not work every time, but it's worth a shot. Let me see here. I got a tree in the backyard that when I cut seems to have blood red wood. You're looking at a box elder, which is also out of the maple family. It's very similar to silver maple. It's called box elder. If you saw that in the boards, keep the redness out of UV light because it will go away. But if you can keep it on the boards and not make it disappear, it's pretty valuable to woodworkers and also bowl turners. But you got yourself some box elder right there. Very invasive. A lot of people hate that wood because it grows everywhere around here, but makes for some pretty boards if you can keep them flat. They're kind of hard to dry as well. Kind of hard to dry. But, ABM Farm, that Ford had, I think it was I cannot remember the model number on that mower. I can't remember what it was. 501. Okay, there it is. I had it saved somewhere on this computer. It's a Ford 501 7-foot sickle mower. I think that's belt driven. I think I'm right. I could be wrong. Oh, okay. If it's a 501, it has the Pitman arm. If it's a 515 Ford, it is belt driven. Belt will cut at any angle. The Pitman will only cut about level. Oh, that made sense. I'll pass on that one. So I need a belt driven. Okay. Made sense. Makes sense. Ontario we call box elder something maple. I can't say that. Dry it in the dark. Good idea. So that's the that's why it's $400. Yeah, you're right about that. I thought I had myself a good deal, but you just saved me some aggravation. It sounds like it looked like it would work okay. I guess if it's level, but I don't know a whole lot about sickle mowers, so I guess I'm learning right now with you guys. So good deal. Maybe I'll find another one there. I thought about getting a new one, but man, they're high. Look for an International or a Ford 515. Okay. I'll remember that as I'll type up my notes here. 515 sickle mower. Ford 515 sickle mower. Okay. All right. Thanks for the information there, ABM Farm. Let me see here. John, don't ruin a good thing here, buddy. Goodness, John. Oh, You just had to open up that can of worms, didn't you? Got Carolina Outdoors with us down in South Carolina. Hello there, guys. So I'm probably going to call it done here, guys. We've been on here for 40 minutes, and I got a terrible cold and a sore throat, and I feel terrible. So the super chat total is actually $125. So I thought it was $175. $125. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was $175. $5.15 good. Just check the spring. This is what we're looking for. All right, guys, I'm done for the night. A new video will come out Monday and Thursday. So new video tomorrow night, and one more on Thursday night. So 2 videos this week. Yep, 2 videos this week. All right. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in less than 24 hours. I guess tomorrow about 4 o'clock. See you then.